Our topic of discussion is your encapsulation. Object define their interaction with the outside world through the method they are exposed. So, encapsulation is a fundamental concept of object-oriented programming. Encapsulation has the programmer in concentrating on the relevant details. Encapsulation makes the classes independent, and that these can be reused without modification or other programming. So, the wrapping of data and function into single unit is known as encapsulation. So, data heading enable us to encapsulate an object data member completely. Data heading help in preventing the user of an object from being directly accessed by the data member of the class. So benefit of encapsulations are encapsulating related variable and method into a new neat software bundle is a simple yet very powerful idea that provides two primary benefit to software developer. The modularity, the source code for an object can be written and maintained independently of the source code for other object. Also, an object can be easily passed around in the system. For example, you can give your bicycle to someone else and it will still work like that. Information hiding, an object has a public interface which other object can use to communicate it, but the objective maintain private information and module that can change at any time without affecting other object that depends on it. So member visibility as public, private and protected. Public means by declaring class member public. These are accessible to both member and non-member method. The data hiding concept does not allow non-member methods to make access to the data member. But private, when the data member of a class are declared private, they can be accessed only by member method of that class. Non-member method cannot access them. The data remain hidden from outside world. So private is the most restrictive level, and a private member is accessible only in the class in which it is defined, and private member are not inherited by subclasses. So SS specifier for classes are when a class is declared as public, it is accessible to other classes defined in the same package. A class cannot be declared as private. If no SS specifier is specified, the default SS restriction will be applied. Class will be accessible to other class in the same package but will be inaccessible to classes outside the package. So private access pair क्या है? If a method or variable is marked as private, then only code inside the same class can be access the variable or call the method. Code inside subclasses cannot access the variable or method, nor can code from the external class. So cannot be marked with the private access specifier. Making a class with a private access modifier would mean that no other class could access it, which means that you could not really use the class at all. Therefore, the private access modifier is not allowed for the classes. So classes cannot be marked as private access modifier. So this is an example of a private access modifier. In this class, parent class A is declared as private and this function is declared as public and this function is defined as private. So in the main class, when we create an object of this class access specifier, you can access through the object access specifier the text. It is invalid because text is declared as private. The object cannot access it. Access specifier dot A is also private, so it is also not run properly. Access dot show value is a public, so this is run properly, this statement will run properly. So default the ss specifier, the default java ss modifier is declared by not writing any ss specifier at all. The default ss specifier means that code inside the class itself, as well as code inside classes in the same package in this class can access the class. So therefore the default ss modifier is also sometimes referred to as a package ss modifier. Subclasses cannot be accessed method and member variable in the superclass if these method and fields are marked with the default access modifier unless the subclass is located in the same package at the superclass. So this is an example of the default access modifier. Public access modifier, the Java access modifier public means that all code can be accessed the class, field, constructor, method regardless of where the access code is located. The accessing code can be a different class and different package if you declare any variable or function as public access specifier, so you can use it from anywhere. So this is an example of a public access specifier. Protected access specifier, the protected member can be accessed from any class of the same package and from the subclass of other packages. Use protected to allow access from classes that extend from the declining class. Protected method and field can only be accessed within the same class to which the method and field belong, within its subclass and within the class of the same package, but not from the everywhere else. So this is an example of a protected access specifier. So parent class integer is a protected access specifier. Void show is public. Void test is protected. Child class extend, there's inheritance. Child class extend parent class. So in the main class, so I created object of child class. So through child class, I can um, I can access the show value because show value is public. Access specifier the text is also run properly because it is protected, and access specifier that a that is also a, and that also run properly because a is defined as protected. So these are the some scope and visibility rules of this public, protected, and private. You have to go through this and remember. The scope and lifetime of a variable. The scope of a variable defines the section of the code in which it is built. So scope of lifetime variable मतलब एक वेरिएबल कहाँ पे डिक्लेयर है उसको बोलते हैं स्कोप ऑफ वेरिएबल. अगर क्लास में एक तो वेरिएबल है डिफाइन है तो उसको बोलते हैं इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल. अगर एक तो फंक्शन के अंदर डिफाइन है तो उसको बोलते हैं तुम्हारा लोकल वेरिएबल. एंड आर्गुमेंट मतलब फंक्शंस के बीच में जो पैरामीटर में जो डिफाइन किया जाता है वेरिएबल उसको बोलते हैं आर्गुमेंट वेरिएबल. तो इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल और क्या है इस आर्गुमेंट वेरिएबल जो फंक्शंस के अंदर लिखा जाता है देयर आर वेरिएबल दैट आर डिफाइंड इन द हेडर ऑफ ए कंस्ट्रक्टर और मेथड. द स्कोप ऑफ दिस वेरिएबल इज द मेथड और कंस्ट्रक्टर इन व्हिच दे आर डिफाइंड. तो इसका जो स्कोप और लाइफ क्या है जब तक मेथड एग्जीक्यूट होगा तो वहां पे उसका वेरिएबल का लाइफ रहेगा. आफ्टर एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ दैट मेथड वो वेरिएबल का वैल्यू डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाता है. तो लोकल वेरिएबल मतलब जो फंक्शन में जो अंदर जो वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर करते हैं वो लोकल वेरिएबल. तो बॉडी ऑफ द फंक्शन जब तक वर्क करेगा वो उसका वेरिएबल का लाइफ रहेगा अदरवाइज इट विल बी डिस्ट्रॉयड. सो दिस इज लोकल वेरिएबल. तो यहाँ पे देखो क्लास है इंटीजर x and y are instance variable and inside the function there is a integer area, this is argument variable, and inside the body of the function integer parameter are local variable. Thank you.